So who is it that holds the levers of your federal power in Washington, D.C.? Well, let's recap our civics. First, there's the presidency, or what the media usually refers to as the White House. That's one president with a 4-year term. In this case, it's Donald Trump, who enforces the laws through a vast bureaucracy, the FBI, the CIA, everything including NASA. The president also commands the armed forces. Then you have Congress, or what is actually two organizations, the Senate and the House. Now, there are 2 senators per state, each with 6-year terms, and then from 1 to 53 representatives per state by population. Well, sort of. There's a lot of squish there, as some of us know. Each of these has a 2-year term. Now, it's Congress, the Senate and the House working together, that writes the laws that the president can enforce. And they do this after investigating facts through their own investigative powers. Significantly, though, it's Congress that controls the money. They hold the wallet. They control budgets and spending. Last, you've got the Supreme Court and the entire federal judiciary. The Supreme Court theoretically has 9 members, although hasn't for a while, and who knows what's going to happen with that. Each member of the Supreme Court has a lifetime appointment. It's the Supreme Court that interprets the laws in particular cases, but their interpretations have very broad-reaching impact. Think of Roe versus Wade. They also control the entire federal judicial system. Now, out of all of this, what part is it that you can most directly control? That's Congress. Now, why do we focus on Congress? Well, as Tip O'Neill, the U.S. Speaker of the House from 77 to 87 said, all politics is local. Every American citizen lives in a congressional district, and there is 1 representative per district and 2 senators for the state in which they reside. That means every voter has 3 members of Congress. And in a nutshell, these 3 people are pretty much the only federal officials who actually care what you think. They have to keep their job. Well, so what is it that a member of Congress's office does? Well, it's helpful to know that any given member of Congress may have as few as a dozen and maybe several dozen staffers who work for them. These people help the constituents of that particular member of Congress with visas, grants, contracts, benefits, and the like. They work to convince local voters that they listen and care. They meet with the constituents of their member of Congress to learn priorities and build connections, and they try to shape press coverage to create positive impressions for their member of Congress. They host town halls and they attend events in their district. And last, of course, a member of Congress writes and votes on legislation influenced by their political party, the lobbyists that they listen to, and their local voters. Now, the key to all of this is that these people do have to listen to you to keep their job. In the next lesson, we're going to learn about what matters to them and how we can start using that to our advantage.